Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. We've got some more Fat Electrician as usual, and my shirt is not green; it's yellow. I don't know, unless I'm colorblind. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, but this one, as always, like a PT belt. My shirt is yellow. This is the PT belt, inside joke or conspiracy. This is one of those weird ones. If you don't know, in the military, when you're doing PT, you have to wear a yellow reflective belt. Also, I think you have to wear one when you're riding a motorcycle in the military. It's weird. I don't know why. Just I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, I totally forgot we had to wear these like all the time. So yeah, let's get into it. Fat Electrician, let's go doggy. No, and somebody did mention at the last video, I did not turn the volume up, so.
The biggest inside joke in the U.S. military. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate form of protection, the reflective contraceptive, a.k.a. the PT belt, also known as a glow belt, depending on what branch you were in. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, I'm about to learn it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, when you don the PT belt, you will become bulletproof. It is rated to withstand RPGs, UAVs, SUVs, and STDs.
SVU.
You will become visible to everyone and touchable by no one. You will be the safest person on Earth. Or at least that's what you'd be led to believe if you knew how military leadership treated this piece of elastic.
Oh, yeah.
You see, they became extremely prevalent in 2004, originally intended to be worn with the PT uniform in early morning when running along the side of the road.
Yeah, that's about the time I joined. I joined originally in 2003, and I got sent to boot camp in 2004. So I think I was 20 when I went to boot camp. And yeah, these were everywhere.
And while that makes logical sense, even that was redundant, given that at the time, most PT uniforms were pretty much made out of reflectors anyways.
The Navy one wasn't at the time. It is now, but yeah, the Navy one was just the white T-shirt. Now it's yellow. I still have mine somewhere.
But apparently visibility is like condoms, the more the better. And it would have been fine if they stopped there, but the military is relentless in its efforts to standardize absolutely everything. Needless to say, the PT belt just became part of the PT uniform altogether, regardless of the circumstance. You could be running on a closed track in broad daylight, you're gonna wear a PT belt. You could be working on a stationary piece of equipment inside of a gymnasium.
Actually, you know, now that I think about it, I think after the yellow Navy shirt got introduced, I think they got rid of the PT belts. I don't it's such a blur, and I got out in 2011, so I think they got rid of it because it does seem kind of weird that the naval PT uniform is yellow, and it also has reflective things on the back and a little bit on the front. So I don't know.
You're still gonna wear a PT belt, and you know what? It still probably would have been okay if they would have just stopped there. But absolutely not. It became standard to wear a PT belt anytime you did anything that could remotely be considered dangerous. You could be doing a ruck march on a closed course in your combat uniform in broad daylight, you're wearing a PT belt. You could be mowing the fucking lawn. You're gonna wear a PT belt. Now, as I'm sure you can imagine, as a military member, you know, somebody that's responsible for being able to shoot machine guns, drive military equipment, fly helicopters, fly airplanes, sometimes sign your name to become financially liable for millions of dollars worth of government equipment, to also be told that you're not intelligent enough to not get hit by a fucking car inside of a brick building. It's a little upsetting. So troops began doing the only thing they could do. They made a bunch of memes and passive-aggressive jokes for 20 years about it. And those jokes have been made without fail every chance we've gotten. For example, when I went to purchase this exact PT belt from Amazon, I decided to read some of the reviews because I thought maybe there was some potential. And they did not let me down. I'd like to share with you my top 3. Starting off at number 3, rated 5 stars from a verified purchase. Wow, it's true what they told my friends at Basic. This PT belt not only makes cars bounce off of you, but it puts hair on your chest and provides an impregnable defense against friendly fire, enemy fire, and fire, as well as secures you financially for years to come. Great product. 30 people found that helpful. Coming in at number 2, again, a 5-star rating.
Yeah, I was
going
gonna
to
say that was alright.
Titled Indestructible and Invincible. Quote, was on an easy 15-mile run and suddenly a bus ran into me going 60 miles an hour. Luckily, I had my PT belt on and was unscathed. The PT belt saved my life, but unfortunately killed everyone on that bus. And coming in at number 1, the best review on Amazon for the PT belt. Again, a
No offense, but these reviews are kind of boomery. But, you know, whatever.
5-star rating from a verified purchase titled Saved My Life. Was walking the land nav course at night and fell off the cliff on the northern backstop of the course. Luckily, I had the PT belt in my pocket. I took it out and proceeded to spin it like a helicopter and flew back to the talk. While en route, an Iranian surface-to-air missile locked onto me. Thankfully, my PT belt managed to blind its sensors, causing it to return to its launcher and convert to Christianity. 10 out of 10. Best belt I've ever had. Now that we're all in on the inside joke, what is the actual origin story here? Historically speaking, why does this piece of shit need to exist? I have 3 theories. Well, I have 2 theories and a conspiracy theory. Theory number 1, the Geneva Convention made America do it to make it fair for everyone else. Maybe. Second, probably the most likely, there was an actual unfortunate situation where somebody was struck by a car. There was undoubtedly multiple mistakes made by everyone involved, including the entire chain of command. Rather than address or fix any of the actual errors, they just said if he was wearing a reflective belt, it never would have happened in the first place. Because when you use military leadership logic, if one person shits their pants, everybody needs to wear a diaper for the rest of forever. Which brings us to my third theory, and I need you guys to hear me out. Remember when I said that we started using the PT belt in 2004? You know what else we started using in 2004? This fucking piece of shit. Yeah, 2004 is the year that we switched from BDUs and woodland camo, aka the Lord's flannel, the best combat uniform we've ever had, to the Army combat uniform in UCP, aka Digicam. Okay, are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? I'm trying to tell you that somebody at the Pentagon looked at this majestic piece of fucking artwork and said, wow, that's really nice, but you know what'd be better? If we all cosplayed as fucking Minecraft characters. That'd be lovely. Fucking stupid. Okay, so what does this have to do with the PT belt? And this is where the conspiracy theory comes in. Leading up to switching over from BDUs to the new Army combat uniform, there was extensive research done to decide what the new camouflage should be. They took 10 different camouflages and field tested them against each other to find out which one was the best. None of those 10 in the running was the Digicam pattern. None of them. After spending tens of millions of dollars to field test camouflage, they found that the best camouflage would be all over brush camo. It was a type of multicam. I don't think it looks better than woodland, but hey, at least it looks like you're trying to blend into the forest and not a fucking computer monitor. Then, after years of research and tens of millions of dollars spent, unilaterally at a high level, someone decided with no field testing we were going to use Digicam instead.
In the Navy, I've said it before, but they tried the blue camo, and I was just getting out when that was getting put in. For some reason, I was in the Seabees, so there was no reason for us to have the blue camo, but it's a part of the uniform of everybody in the Navy, so they made everybody buy it right when I was getting out, so I never bought it. And I was like, oh, yes, I get to keep that uniform allowance. And then they got rid of it. It's a waste of money. It's somebody's trying to, spend whatever money they possibly can just to get a bigger budget. I don't know what's going on over there.
Which to me, in my super duper not expert opinion, kind of sounds like some senator or high-ranking politician stepped in because they thought that maybe, just maybe, their fucking kids should get the government contract instead.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't learn a whole lot about camouflage going to private school and having college paid for by your parents, so they just came up with some random shit on Microsoft Paint and called it a day. Then, after the DoD spent $400 million outfitting the entire army in camouflage that doesn't blend into fucking anything, they decided to cover their ass by making everybody wear reflective belts on the outside of their camouflage so they could blend
but they made us wear it
nobody's
too,
blending
so.
in. If you've actually made it this far in the video, thank you for listening
You're
to my
welcome.
super
Thank
unhinged
you.
TED Talk. Best way to support the channel is to go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com.
I will, eventually.
Quack bang out. Holy...
I bet you that was getting pretty hot, huh? It's getting kind of hot in here. I mean, I don't even think it's that hot in here. I just think I'm a sweaty guy. So there you go. More of the electrician. Yeah, it's just weird. I'm looking at my tank top. I'm camouflaged. So yeah, there you go. It's such a blur. I don't even remember wearing that thing. I just saw this the thumbnail and I was like, oh my god, yeah, we did wear those. That was really stupid. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe down below. And if you got any suggestions, everything Fat Electrician has probably been suggested at this point. And somebody did suggest a different kind of military video. It's more of a history video, but it's still military related, so I might get to that. Anyway, thanks for watching. This will come out Saturday. It's Friday night, so thank you, and I hope you have a good weekend, and bye.